Independent client customer Farber, Shaw Renovations. This is our third day installation here. A little bit of stuff we had to do that was a little more intricate than normal. Here on the back of your island, you've got all your wainscoting. These are individual boards with 3-inch width. Made a nice presentation for the back of it though, facing the other side of the room. Get our quarter round and everything here on the floors. On the upper moldings, the designer went with a included case top molding. If you take right here, you've got a molding that comes to the front of the doors and then comes down the side as well. And so that is the finish trim. There is no additional trim moldings besides the top and return. On the bottom here, the cabinet wall was right at 24 1/4, so there's no room for scribe. We went ahead and filled whatever was left there as a gap. It was just very thin as a gap. These right here, this is a number 2 square bit holding this screw in here. Same thing over here, number 2, you need about a 3-inch long one to be able to reach inside. These need to stay in place until the stone installation has taken place. And the reason is because this is a pretty weird little geometry here, and if they're trying to fit up a seam or something, it can close this hole in too much. So this offset, the standard that's in here, keeps this hole at exactly 24 inches so that there's no problem with your dishwasher fitting. So that does need to stay. The ones on the back do not remove on those, please. They're just a part of that. Framing wise, all of this has got framing, so plenty of strength to carry the weight to the floor for the stone. Same thing over here, framing as well as framing in the wall. All of that to carry the weight down to the floor. On the base cabinets, we went ahead and removed to the left and right side of this for your sink. This is a sink base 30. Interior width is 28 1/2. And so I'm thinking they're going to get a large single bowl sink is probably what's going to go in that. And then over here, we did the block paneling on the end as well. And we had to build out the toe area quite deep to be able to get it to match the flooring that was there before. The flooring that was there was, the original toe depth was very shallow compared to what's originally. So we had to build out like almost 1.5 inches of padded material to get out to the finished look of the front of that. So overall, turned out nice. Up here, mom's attic, same thing. Return molding on the side, down the side here. We reduced the depth of the overhang here to about 3/8 of an inch. Consistent around the top, same thing over here, 3/8 to 1/2 inch on the end. Paneled flush, all of these are paneled flush, same thing here. Quarter round wrapped around the base, same thing there, all the way to your oven. There was a transition, you see the paint line, there's about a 4.5, 5-inch transition from the original footprint that was here to the new layout of the equal size. You have 18s on 2 sides as the symmetrical sides. So you got a strip right here. I went ahead and repaired that piece. You can see it looks fairly new, but there's a strip right there that probably is not going to be a problem once the stove is installed. But we did fix that part. Over here on this side, I didn't have any more material as far as wood to fix this little plug. So hopefully there's some pieces somewhere that you've got to finish that in and that plug right there. We added a valance above the refrigerator. This is 2 inches tall, makes this 70 inches to the floor at 24 inches deep. Most refrigerators are around 68 to 69 inches tall, so this will look nice and clean, should be. And then in here, you won't see that maple finish shining out. Range hood's going here, but we went ahead and pulled the wire up into the top with just a small hole. That way a handy box could be put in here if you wanted to, or you could pull the wire back down here and use it for a range hood. We weren't sure which was going to happen, so we went ahead and made it where it would be easy enough to put a junction box above in the back of the cabinet, and then that way your range hood will have something to tie into above there. Voided corner section, of course that's in the drawing for this. Up here we went ahead and added a ceiling to this. So that if you go to decorate above here, there's something solid to set things on up on top. Adjusted all of our doors out. So this is the kitchen area. Let's go take a look at the bath and the laundry. Here's your laundry area. Your laundry area everything worked out just perfect. We have exactly 30 inches of space from here to the wall over there. So plenty of room for a 27-inch upright. On this one, again, just a single drawer door. It'll have the top piece on it. We cut into the edges there, cut into here. So everything is good there in the laundry room. Let's go back here. Here is the other bathroom. We'll have to adjust that. Okay, just a little adjustment on the door. So this is the guest bath. All of the touch-up kits, I'm going to take them and put them above the refrigerator space. Here you've got your quarter round down. Cabinets are in place. Get rid of all this paperwork, and we'll go take a look at the other bathroom. All right, here we are in the master bath. So we got the quarter round down. We have the toe kick area filled in underneath. We built it up to the thickness of the floor, so it wouldn't feel like it was too short. All of the doors have been adjusted, and we ended up having to cut out or move the drawer spaces from left and right to center justified because one of the drawers was hitting this. You can see right here the holes. It was hitting right down the center of the drain. So instead of having to move the plumbing, the customer was okay with putting the drawer sacks together in the middle. It can still be a center mounted sink. No problem there. Center mounted. Does not have to be offset to the end if you don't want it to be. So that is the master bath. Okay, back in the kitchen area, and like I said before, up here above the refrigerator, you've got a color sample piece. You need to take that for tile matching, whatever. There's a color sample piece. Here is your touch-up kits, and I put all of them back in this box as well, so you have plenty of touch-up materials if you need it in the future. Thank you again. If you have any questions about anything, please give me a call at 423-650-1051. Have a great day.